In less than a year, she gained a strong following on Facebook, sharing daily updates on lifestyle and health tips that are striking a chord with many. Minado Paul Kemwell, a medical doctor from the Western Province based in Vanuatu, never expected her regular post could have such an impact on people's lives. Now, despite a busy schedule balancing work and family, she still makes time to share helpful, informative content online. Jeremy Guao caught up with her to learn more.
Hi, good morning. Let's talk about rice.
Don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, don't chew betel nut, don't drink kava. I just want to show you what we got. So let's just start out with good stuff. We got some coconuts.
We are now joined by the amazing Dr. Minado Paul Kemwell, all the way from Port Vila, Vanuatu. Hello, Antok. Thank you too much for making the time to chat with us. Now, to start things off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and take us a bit back to the beginning of your platform, how it all started, and what does it mean to you personally and also professionally?
Yes, I've been on Facebook, I think, since 2008. It's and just recently, I think just this year, I started dabbling in some health content and some silly stuff, and it kind of resonated. I feel perhaps it's because when someone in a position of authority says something, it probably makes an impact. So, like being a medical doctor, there is a certain when we do have a power with our words, especially when it pertains to what we do. So, like medical stuff, advice, it makes an impact.
Now take us through, like, what's your day-to-day like, hence that you're juggling work and also having this space to, come up with that and sort of like posting something on Facebook. What is my content for today? Yeah, sort of like that. How do you go about it?
Well, we leave at 6:45. I go and drop the kids. There's either 1 or 2 trips. And then if I get to work at around 7, my husband and I, we get to work at the hospital around 7. And then I have from 7 to 8, I have enough time to just do a quick post, record myself doing stuff.
So the first thing you would eat is your greens. So if you have salad, or
the inspirations for my content, they usually stuff that I just come across. Or some days it will be just things that I talk about with my friend or my sister. My sister plays an important role. She gives me ideas on content. But mostly it's very NCD related, and it's things that is happening in my life. Or recently I've been trying to lose a little bit of weight. So I've been doing intermittent fasting. So that's very interesting for myself. So when I share that, I feel like it's coming from the heart as well. So it's things that I'm going through myself.
It's probably because we love our food more than we fear disease. It's time to fear food and love health. You have a good day.
With your posting every day, what are sort of like your feedback coming back from audience, your followers? What are sort of like some feedbacks?
Okay, well, feedback largely have been very positive. I'm quite surprised. Like for today, today I went to do some work, and then I saw a follower who was so excited to see me and took a selfie with me. I was like, I don't want that to get to my head, because I don't have a lot of followers. I'm like probably just like under 10,000 or something. And then a lot of people I meet, it's like a conversation starter. I was like, hey, I've seen you on Facebook. I've seen your posts, your videos, your clips, and I'm trying to do my best. So it's like very humbling that people are impacted and people are trying to change lifestyle because of the stuff that I've been sharing. So that's good. My kids, of course, kids find it very cringy, and they can't stand that their mom is on Facebook. But otherwise it's been largely very positive. People have been applying the principles of what I've been sharing. Now, negative feedback have just been a lot of maybe a few, nothing much, and there's a lot of trolls in my inbox as well, and a lot of unwanted messages in my inbox. But I guess that comes with being when you put yourself out there.
Pair it with healthy sides like vegetables, like fish,
What are sort of like topics that you see that people are actually following you, especially around the round of, diabetes and sort of, what are sort of like topics that you see it catches a lot of followers?
That's a great analysis that you already. So basically, the ones that you've touched on, the fasting one really had traction, one that was like it blew up, which I found interesting. The dynamics is when I spoke Bishlama. I didn't think it was such a very profound, a new thing. I just spoke about breakfast, but I spoke in Bishlama, and the fasting one and diabetes. So those ones, and people have been like messaging me saying they're also on fasting and they're trying that. And speaking in Bishlama, I don't know whether it's just the novelty of seeing someone from another country speaking Bishlama, even though I am from, so those are the ones. And then diabetes, especially when it comes to having a first degree relative having diabetes and your risk. So those are the few that I feel have really, they've had a lot of traction.
It's been 46 hours into fasting, and it has been an extremely lethargic day, to be honest.
What are your messages for the people, might follow you on, on the space that you're doing? Yeah.
Yeah, well, as a medical doctor, I really feel like what we do today impacts our lives in 10 years' time. So all these things that we're seeing now in our 40s is the generation of sickness now. But this happened like 20 years back. So we don't have to wait until we're in our mid-40s, looking at retirement in a few years' time to start really taking our health seriously. We can start doing whatever we can now to make sure we live healthy. And I want to focus more on wellness. And you're never too old to start your health journey. And if you're sick, most of these illnesses are reversible. I may not be, there's a lot of stuff I just say because my videos are very short, but I encourage us to go online. There's just a wealth of information out there. A lot of the things I'm saying, they've been around for almost a decade now, fasting, nothing new on that. But I just really wish good health upon people for all. If anyone who wants to be I don't know, I don't think I qualify as an influencer, but for those of you who want to make content, I find that being authentic and speaking on things that you're passionate about, and just don't worry too much. We're not doing a crime. It's not a sin. As long as it's not a sin, not a crime, and you're putting yourself out there and you're not making thirst traps or anything, do wholesome content and know that life is short. And in 50 years' time, we will not be around. So don't stress too much about it. Put yourself out there, but in a respectful manner. And wish them all the best, wishing everyone the best, especially when it comes to our health.